Hi ladies, so I am going to attempt to do a makeup tutorial on this look. I have had this look be actually really requested, and it's a more playful look that I do, and so I am attempting to do this. My lighting is not right. I have to leave my vanity lights on for this or I can't see what I'm doing, so I don't know if it's going to be orange. I don't know how this is going to turn out, so bear with me. If you do like the tutorials, I can keep doing them. You can always request looks that you want me to do or that you see me wear that you want me to show you how I did them. But that is that. So if you want to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Okay, I'm going to try to do this up close and while I'm talking. I hope that it doesn't end up being too long. I'm still trying to figure out the lighting and everything for this because I only have this one light coming from this side. That's all that I have room for. So we will see, and I'm going to be staring off this way because that's where my mirror is. So I'm going to start off with my Urban Decay primer potion, and I usually use this or I use the Too Faced, whatever the Too Faced primer is. And I always do this, and then I go underneath where my eyeliner is and where I'm going to smoke out my eyeliner because I want that to stay just as much as I want my shadow to stay.
And just so y'all know, I'm not really good at makeup. I just love it, so don't judge me.
Okay, when I'm done with that, I like to just put a kind of flesh-colored shadow on. So this is the chocolate bar, and I'm going to use this big flesh-colored color here, and I use this kind of brush, and I just go over my whole lid with it. It just helps my colors blend well, just to give it something to work with. I hope you guys can see this alright. I have to leave my vanity lights on so I can see what I'm doing. And what I like to use for my crease shade or transition shade, which I use almost every single day, is one of my Morphe eyeshadows, and this is a number 15. I like to use this one. It's just kind of like an orangey brown color, and it's really good for the lid. I always use this brush, which is super dirty right now, and I just lightly tap it and blow it off, and then I start shading in my crease. And I really like to keep it right under my brow bone. Right there is where my brow bone is. I like to keep it right around that area. Don't ask me why. This is just a whole lot of blending. You always have to remember to blend the shit out of colors. And I mean, some colors you can overblend and they'll just disappear or it just looks really bad, but I think when you're doing a transition shade, you really need to blend a lot. Alright, and after I'm done doing that, I always... I'm trying not to shake the camera too much. It's on one of my makeup holders. But then I always go in with the NYX Milk. I always go in with this. And I just kind of plop it down on my lid. Like that. And then I just take my finger and I kind of blend it all out. Just to give it a nice white base, because then the colors I put on top of it really pop. And then I'm going to go in with the Ugly Urban Decay Fun palette, which I love this palette. I just don't like the look of the package. So I'm going to go in with this color here, and that is Flip Side. It's upside down, of course. So right here with Flip Side, I absolutely love this color. And I always just take kind of like a flat brush. This is a e.l.f. concealer brush, actually. And what I really like to do to make the color pop more is I take the Urban Decay setting spray and I just spray a couple spritz inside of the cap. Take this and just get it a little wet, just a little bit, not soaked, but just a little damp. And then apply the shadow with it, and it just really works well. And then I just put it all over my lid. And I just keep packing it until I get the color that I want. And that's usually how it ends up looking. And then I do things in a really weird order, but then I usually go in with the Morphe number 14, which is an orange color. And I just put it right where I blended my colors, just a little bit. And I have no problem using my finger to blend. I think that's the best blending tool you can have is your finger. And then I like to go in with this brown color, and this is Mochaccino from Lancome, and I absolutely love this. I go back in with my dirty brush, and I put it right on the outside of my eye and blend towards the inner corner of my eye, but I only go about halfway, and then I blend up. I really hope that you guys can see what I'm doing. And I only put it about halfway. And I don't blend too well with this just because I'm going to go back in with a darker color. But it just warms up the eye a little bit, kind of like a little base for what I want to really do. Alright, that's what it should look like so far. And then after I do that, I like to go into my Amrezy palette from Anastasia Beverly Hill and use the Little Black Dress. You have to have a really light hand when you use this color because it is extremely dark. I'm going to go in with an e.l.f. blending brush. I always use like my really crappy-ish brushes with black so I don't really ever have to wash them or change them. But I just go in a little bit over where I did the dark brown and go into the crease with it just to smoke it out a little bit, and I always leave it right there. I don't bring it up, I just leave it right there. And then I do it to the other side. And then with the product that I have left on my lid and this brush, I just blend it out. And that's what it ends up looking like. And then I like to go in and line my lower waterline, and right now I'm using the Unique, and this is in, I think it's just perfect. So I go in with that, and I will be doing a review on these products soon, so keep a lookout for that. But I'm just going to line my eyes with this. I know you're not supposed to pull your lid down, but I have to because my eyes will water so bad. So I just go in like that. Then I take the actual Anastasia brush that comes with the palettes, and I use the littler end, not this big fat one, but the littler one, and I go back in with the Little Black Dress, and I just smoke out the lower lash line. And then what I like to do is grab a little brush like this. This is the small smudge brush, and it's from e.l.f. And I like to go back in with the setting spray and get that a little wet. And then I'm going to go in with Baked here. And I just do the inner corner of my eye. And it'll look like that. So I love gold in the corner. I think it looks so pretty. And then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Precision Liquid Liner. And I'm going to do my lid. This is really hard to do on camera. Now I see why some people go off camera to do this. Holy shiz. And I don't use this to wing out my liner. I just use that to line my eye with. And then I go in with the Sonia Kashuk eyeliner. And this is a felt tip, and that's how I do my wing, but my short wing, not my long wing. Which I'm just going to do a short wing for this tutorial. And that's what it ends up looking like. And then I go in with my Lancome Sills Booster, which is super dirty because it's old and it's a little sample. But I just prime my eyelashes like this because I don't like to curl them. That thing scares me. So this just brings them up like crazy. Like I actually curled them. And usually while I'm doing my makeup, I have a routine, so I won't have my concealer on usually by now, and I'll let this dry while I'm putting my concealer on. And then I'm going to go in with the MAC Zoom Lash, which I've been absolutely loving. I'm not going to do falsies today. This mascara is just life. I love it. And that is the end product. That's what it usually ends up looking like once I am done. I don't even really know what to call this, but I did this one day in a video and a lot of you asked me to do a tutorial, so that is how I do it, and I hope you guys liked it.